_magic, man, and it's my mother birthday. We just got off the Jedi, you know, that new Star Wars joint. We just got off of there, you know what I'm saying? So now we about to turn up in this Madden. We try to go up on this Madden. I think next I'm gonna play some Need for Speed. But we definitely gonna keep streaming. We gonna turn up. I'm gonna take a shot. We gonna let me get the cigarette break in first. Definitely should have got the cigarette break in before I started, but I'm not gonna take long at all. I'm definitely right here, and we in this thing. It's Road to 50, man. Let's check out the record right now. I think I lost my last game. Road to 50 wins, man. I think I be playing it too safe. That's why I be losing. I got my stick game right with the running game. Well, not right, but decent. But I got to get my stick game right in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing now. But yeah, I'm gonna run this thing, man. Give me time for a cigarette break. I'm running back.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate.
Alright. Sorry for holding the stream up. Let's see this thing jumping. Road to 50, man. We trying to get to 50 wins. Voila_Madden. You know what I'm saying? You see points again. See people be putting up about 20, 24, 25 points. I only be putting up like 15. That's only like 2 touchdowns. So we got to definitely be a little bit more aggressive and early. It's just a game, right? The meta gonna let me get off of something anyway.
Somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. A floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out, might give her one foul. Just to tell
Oh man, who do I want to play with? It's Road to 50, so I'm gonna just play with every team that's decent. Money goes straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be I play with the Saints, so who I play with on those?
Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
I don't know who I want to play with. I guess we'll play with them. We'll play with the Chargers. We'll play with the Chargers.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh?
Yeah.
STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up. I can't spend the
We're gonna try to run it up with the Chargers. This is my first. No, I ain't gonna say my first. I ain't played with the Chargers since the update. So they might be butt now.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago,
704. I ain't even mad.
As the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
57's running. I'm going to run you over. Run you over. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 32 on the play. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and bring us back on our heels.
Oh, shit.
At the line and intercepted.
Hey. Phillip Rivers started pouting before the play even got done.
And he will score.
Before the play even got done, he started pouting. He probably could have tackled him if he didn't start pouting.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play.
I get the ball
and a
first.
great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
All right, y'all. First time the defense on the field. Let's see what we're going to do. Who we got? Cam
The
McCollum.
Panthers
Okay,
come up
Cam.
now first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
What we got? Check. Check hot route. Hot. Hey! 52, Mike. Let him know. Get it.
Out of the gun, Newton.
Thanks.
Into heavy
Newton
traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now Gordon on first down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
6-6. Pull it high. Check. Begin.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Victory 90, Black 15. We want this. Shift. Left. Q.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Whooping Carolina in Carolina.
Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hey. 4 down. New Mike 52.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Let's go.
And he will take it across.
Not McCaffrey.
Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 91 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Pretty entertaining start, 14-all the score on EA Sports. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers going deep here for Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, Rivers.
Damn, hold on to it, bro.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Mike, check. Red!
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got you, son. Mike's 59.
To the air again here, Rivers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, check. 59. All day, just like that. Load it. 59, Mike.
To throw again. Rivers.
Damn it.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Should have lobbed them off him.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
I got Phillip Rivers got that look on like some cheeks. I'm going to get you
so
back,
they throw
Phillip.
the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because
there goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
McCaffrey got one. Then Gordon got one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 30 on second down, Newton. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check 50. 49.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
18 for 93.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they've got it well across midfield.
Had to take the right angle on him, boy. He would have been gone.
Said and done. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Greg. Rip left.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers.
All right, let's go, y'all. See if we can get that field goal right. It's running 2 minute offense.
Into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Charger drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And for the 3rd time here in this half,
come on, man.
Picked off at the 38. That's sort of a second quarter to
forget right there, you could have just over to the motherfucker.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
49 to Mike, watch 49. Squeeze, double. 49 to Mike. Gun. Mike's 49. Mike's 46. Watch the backer.
Newton to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
3rd and long, it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Watch out, wait. Express! Motion. 49 to Mike. 3 bucks. 20. Mike's 49.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Scarlett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
20. Check. Great.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, that's to McCaffrey, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Kill. Turn up.
This is Scarlett on the carry. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
We need to stop.
Hey, alert 3. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's 49. Come on.
To throw is Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Slam. Out.
McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is good.
Cut him to 3. Let's go at 3 touchdowns back. So that's pretty good right there. We can stand for that. Good D, y'all. Good D. 3 points instead of 6.
Players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
We got this.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Gordon. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Black 15, 0. Check. Let's 57.
On third down, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Come on.
Picked up by Trey Boston. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. He's got the hook up to Moore. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is caught.
They let him catch that shit.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Newton and Olsen here with a connection. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Newton now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check 26, check 26.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. There he goes left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Let's see what you got, Phillip. See if we can pull out Aaron Rodgers.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down.
For one more. We got time for one more.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Rivers now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. Yeah.
It's Williams on the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Big game to my opponent.
Charles, we saw a lot of points.
That be the thing, dude. They be told they'll say that the whole game. They get to the end, then they start talking.
They've got to go back and check
McCaffrey showed his ass though. 9 carries, 201.
And continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
My road to 50 continues.
.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
I guess I'm going to just start playing with teams I know I can win with, so I don't be feeling no type of way. But yeah, the Chargers pretty good though. I could have got their win. I could have got their win if I'd have played more patient, throwing them crazy balls. But you live and learn. You live and learn. Good game to could have lived 420. But for now we destroying teams.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in.
Playing with the Cowboys. Bump it. Let's run it. I'm running with the Cowboys. Can't be getting dusted with my boys.
He the only reason why do not get violent. Cause he gave me patience. Swear that all makes sense. When you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former
Shout out to my opponent.
Brett
Good game
Maher
for the
to
start.
get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end.
My bad, man. Hitting a cigarette.
Zone for a touchback.
Check.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Go. Put a fucking hat on him.
This when the ball comes free, it's
Let's
often
go.
unusual
Marcus
for the team
Lawrence,
that
let's
lost
go.
it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now it's Jackson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
I'm scared. Watch the safety creep. Undercrunch. Check it back.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Let him eat, man. Let Zeke eat.
That you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
46.
Prescott to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Let him eat.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball, they can go to that play-action pass. You see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He'll run it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. 3rd down here. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry by Elliott. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Hey, 4 down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really the first half to forget.
How they gonna miss the field, though, y'all?
Empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught.
Man, it's good right now.
Marquise Brown. As the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
They ain't let my boy get off.
We play to win. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing. Prescott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Let him eat a little bit.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Kill. Hey, kill. 50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, D.
4th down, Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Bynes charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Elliott. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
We got to get this field.
Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jackson now, throwing again. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good D.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the pass.
Here's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
This is Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The tackle made by L.J. Ford. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Let him eat.
A 13.
Let him eat. Let him eat. Let him eat, bro. Let him eat. Let him eat, bruh. Let him eat. Let him eat, bruh. That's it. You gotta wait till it charge up. What you say? You gotta let it charge. Huh? Love Rick. Son, go sit down. What? What'd you say? You want some candy? It's too late to be eating some damn candy now. It's too late for all that. Ain't no candy in no damn. What time is it? Look, now she done woke up talking. Girl, you better go on back to sleep. This y'all woke up talking about some candy. Hell no. You better go on back to sleep.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
This the fourth time I done played these damn Ravens now. No, the third time. I played, who beat me last time? I can't remember. But it was like some one-off team.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hold on.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On second down, Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From behind, and he's going to be driven down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 20. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
He's about to be unstoppable.
Let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
You got that right there. Watch it. Let it go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Malik Collins. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
50 seconds to mine. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We need some points, at least a field goal.
Elliott, a first down and more. And finally marked down.
Let them eat. Let them eat, bro. Let them eat. You gotta let them eat, bro. You gotta let them eat. You all friendly quit. I'll decline friendly quit.
At the 23.
It's a gain of 20. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
You got 3 down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Drop deep, drop deep. Check 99, check 99.
On 2nd down, Elliott a first down and more.
Let him eat.
Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And they're able to strike first here.
They're going to play me on the field, though. Okay. That's what I would do.
An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays
they
a 6-0 game.
They want to put dirt on a spoon. They ain't want to let them eat.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
That was a bad idea, brother.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 3.
The give is to Elliott. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10.
Great move.
It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's get it.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd and very short, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive.
Wow,
is
good pass.
into the end end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, kill. 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Why? Hey. 26.
Prescott. Flush to his right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got you.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back, Charles and I.
I ain't never get the ball back. I'm trying to put some points up, but this is still go.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side.
We're going to make them pay.
Coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, watch the ball.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
On first down, it's Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8.
All these damn. What'd you say, bro? You gotta let him eat. He ain't want to lose. Well, you see it, EA. They know how to do the lag out glitch, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Cats don't want to. They don't want to get whooped on this game, bruh. They done found a way to glitch out. Y'all done killed my little spirit on my birthday, man. I ain't know you gonna lag out on me because you can't beat me with Lamar. But look, this is the thing though. You'll play with Lamar. Hold on.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it.
Alright, check this out. And this is the thing. I'm not that good at Madden, okay? I'm not that good. My homeboy Buck, this nigga be beating me by like 60, 70 points sometimes. My whole thing is, you playing with Lamar Jackson. Bruh, you got escape artists. What's the problem? The most OP X factor or skill in the game is escape artists. And Lamar Jackson speed like a 90 plus at least. So you telling me just cause Jalen Smith and Vander Esch and DeMarcus Lawrence on your head, you ain't want to finish the game? I mean, Lamar Jackson basically like the cheat code. But they ain't want to finish the game with the boy. I mean, I've been hearing them, you know what I'm saying, Eric Ray with it. I've been hearing him talk about how people been lagging out and stuff, but I thought that was just in mud or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But hell, I guess people don't like to lose, man. At the end of the day, it's just a game, man. But EA, y'all got to fix this, man. Please fix this so people can just take their L's like a man, you know. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But I'm out this thing, man, y'all. Walla_Magic, you know what I'm saying? Road to 50 wins. It don't stop here. It's going to continue. But I guess I'm about to play another EA game, Need for Speed. And I actually think that, I actually believe that Star Wars is a EA game. So go, you know, hooray EA. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Madden. I definitely rock with Need for Speed. So, yeah, I'm about to hop on this Need for Speed, man. You know what I'm saying? Walla_Magic signing out. This is part 2, and there will be a part 3. And we out.